Naruto has some of the worst moments in anime history. I want to talk about something that every Naruto fan secretly knows but doesn't always say out loud. For all its greatness, its themes of perseverance, friendship, and breaking the cycle of hatred, Naruto also has some pretty bad moments throughout the story. Now don't get me wrong, Naruto is one of my favorite series of all time, but even the best stories stumble, and when Naruto stumbled, it didn't just trip, it face planted. These are the scenes that killed hype, wasted characters, or just made no sense at all. So let's break down the absolute worst moments in the Naruto story and why they still frustrate fans to this day. Let's start with something small but still painful, that being Kurenai vs Itachi. On paper, this should have been a chance to showcase a strong Kunoichi. Kurenai was introduced as Konoha's genjutsu specialist, a sensei who could supposedly rival some of the village's best with illusions. That was her entire character identity at that point. So when she faces Itachi, arguably the strongest genjutsu in the world at this point of the story, you'd expect at least some sort of tactical showing. But instead, Itachi reverses her jutsu instantly, traps her with her own illusion, and humiliates her within seconds. She has to be saved by Kakashi. After that, she's basically written off. We never see her live up to the hype of being a specialist. She doesn't get a redemption fight, she doesn't even get proper development. She just fades into irrelevance. This was terrible because it wasn't just a one-off loss. It permanently ruined her as a character. Instead of being remembered as Konoha's genjutsu master, she became the butt of a joke and a symbol of wasted potential. Next, we have one of the most controversial moments in Naruto, the fake love confession from Sakura to Naruto. Fans have been waiting literally hundreds of episodes to see how Sakura's feelings would evolve. Would she grow past her obsession with Sasuke? Would she realize what Naruto meant to her? Instead, she lies. Straight up. She pretends to be in love with Naruto, not because she really is, but because she wants to ease his burden of chasing Sasuke. That wasn't a heartfelt confession, it was manipulation. The worst part is, Naruto sees right through it. He calls her out instantly, which makes the entire scene feel pointless. Not only does it not move the plot forward, at least in a good way, it makes Sakura look worse than ever. Dishonest, selfish, and disrespectful to both Naruto and the audience. If Kishimoto wanted to show her maturing, there were 1,000 better ways. She could have confessed her real feelings, or admitted her guilt, or even promised to take responsibility for Sasuke herself. But instead, we got this cringe-inducing, fake-out moment that fans still roast to this day. Now let's talk about Neji Hyuga and a stupid death. In part 1, Neji had one of the best arcs in the entire series. He went from being a bitter prodigy trapped by destiny to breaking free of that mindset thanks to Naruto. That was his story, that was his growth. But in the 4th Great Ninja War, Neji is suddenly killed off. He sacrifices himself to protect Naruto and Hinata from an attack. And yes, on paper, it sounds noble, but in execution, it was weak. There was no build up to it. His death felt like it came out of nowhere, and the narrative barely stopped to acknowledge it. And the worst part? His death was mainly used as a plot device to push Naruto and Hinata's relationship forward. Neji deserves so much more. He was one of the most skilled Hyuga ever, the prodigy who overcame fate itself. He should have had a climactic showdown, maybe against Toneri in the last, or as a leader in the Hyuga clan. Instead, he got a random, unearned death that fans still debate as one of the biggest wastes in the series. Now we move into truly heartbreaking territory. Madara Uchiha. Madara was built up across generations as the villain, the man who fought Hashirama at the Valley of the End, the shadow behind Obito, the name that sent shivers down shinobi spines. And when he finally arrived on the battlefield, he lived up to it and then some. He fought the entire shinobi alliance by himself. He humiliated the 5 Kage. He became the 10 Tails Jinchuriki. He was terrifying, unstoppable, and honestly one of the best villains Shonen has ever seen. But then, Kishimoto pulled the rug. Instead of giving us the final showdown against Madara, Black Zetsu stabs him in the back. And just like that, he's gone. Years of build-up, erased in an instant. This wasn't just disappointing, it was insulting. Madara deserved a true downfall, either losing to Naruto and Sasuke in a climactic fight, or going down because of his own arrogance. Instead, he was robbed of his ending by one of the lamest betrayals in anime. And that betrayal leads us to the worst twist in the entire series, Kaguya's revival. Out of nowhere, she appeared as the true final boss. Suddenly, all of Madara's plans weren't his own. All of shinobi history wasn't shaped by human ambition, war, or hatred. Nope. It was all because of Black Zetsu manipulating everything since the beginning of time. This completely gutted the story. Naruto was at its best when it was about human conflict, cycles of hatred, flawed leaders, personal pain, and overcoming trauma. By introducing Kaguya so late, the series shifted into alien space god territory, and it erased so much emotional payoff. And don't get me wrong, Kaguya isn't a bad concept. Her backstory as the mother of chakra could have worked if it was set up earlier, maybe teased over arcs, but dumping her into the story at the last minute, right when fans were ready for the Madara payoff, made her feel forced and unwanted. Kaguya wasn't a climax, she was a narrative misstep, and fans still call this twist one of the biggest failures in Naruto. Finally, let's talk about the Boruto era and the last slap in the face for longtime Naruto fans. Since episode 1, Naruto's dream was to become Hokage. For over 15 years, fans watched him struggle, fight, and grow, all building towards that moment. So when it came time for his Hokage inauguration, expectations were sky high. This was supposed to be the emotional payoff of the entire franchise, the day Naruto finally stood tall as the leader of the Leaf Village. But instead, he gets knocked out by his own daughter, and Konohamaru fills in for him. The culmination of Naruto's life dream was turned into a gag, a comedy bit, and fans were furious. This wasn't just disappointing, it was just disrespectful. Naruto earned that ceremony more than anyone, and the fact that we never got to see it properly is one of the biggest failures in the entire series. Naruto will always be a legendary story, but these moments remind us that even great series can stumble. From wasted characters like Kurenai to fake confessions, pointless deaths, villain swaps, and raw payoffs, these were the points where Naruto didn't just let fans down, it outright betrayed their expectations. But now I want to hear from you. What do you guys think is the worst moment in Naruto? Was it Neji's death? Was it Kaguya's twist? Or was it anything that I failed to mention? I'd love to get y'all's thoughts, so let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, click the card you see here, which will take you to my video on why Sasuke Uchiha is a complete fraud. I'm the Curly Haired Hokage, and I hope you all have an amazing and blessed day. Peace.